Welcome back to the Late Night Gamer and some more of epic Eldritch horror. So let's start the next round. One of the main problems we have is that Dexter Drake has only one health left. And he is here in Celephais with a monster, so he needs to move away, I think. And regain some health. More importantly, he needs to pass his first player token. I'm going to give it to Tommy Muldoon. So just a quick overview of what the possessions they have. So I just moved it the first player token. Yeah. Dexter Drake has a Dark Pact. He has some Fortify automatic, a Fresh Ward, and an Arcane Assistant. Yeah, I actually forgot my Arcane Assistant when I casted last round with Dexter Drake. Okay, Tommy. He is paranoid because he got locked in a box at a street magician show in Cape Town. He has astral travel, has his trusty rifle, and a magnifying glass. Rita has a tattered cloak, 5 of Pentacles, tarot card. She has the silver key, a task of exploring ruins, and she is rugged. And Lola is elusive. She has some candles, a bullwhip, a derringer, and some tear gas. So Tommy is first up. So the plan was to bring Tommy up to Rome to fight Quashil Utaus, which I think is an ancient one. Yeah, I was pretty sure this was a great old one or an ancient one, but maybe I'm mistaken. I think he's in Arkham though, in Arkham Horror. Okay, well anyway, we need to fight this guy, and he is quite horrible. We can't afford to lose sanity, and we need to take him out, and he has 6 toughness. Tommy is going to buy or get a ship ticket and spend it immediately again after his travel. So he goes to the east coast, or sorry, to the west coast of Africa and up into Rome. Next up is Rita. Rita is hanging out here in Arkham and she wants to go to Greenland. No, I think it's fine. She will just focus and travel to Greenland. Here in the Dreamlands, I'm not so sure what to do. In Dreamlands, I'm not so sure how to go about this. Okay, so I think Lola is going to focus. Then she's actually going to travel south here into the into the underworld, where there's a rat thing and a gate. Is that the best she can do? Yeah, she can do that. Okay. Then Dexter Drake is going to use his special ability, where he's going to move one monster from your space to another space containing a gate. So he's moving the goat spawn down to Lola Hayes. And then he's taking a rest action. Okay, and that should bring us to encounter phase already. And first up is Tommy Muldoon facing Quashil Utaus. Oh, it's Showdown already. So, okay, so let's hold on there for a moment. I'm here now in retrospect because I caught a huge error during editing, and that was the ability of this monster, which I read to be if you lose sanity from the sanity test, roll 1 die. On 1 to 2 you're devoured. But as you clearly can see, it says if you lose health from the strength test, then you roll 1 die. So that had dramatic consequences for Tommy, who was actually devoured. But I cannot allow that to happen, of course. So I'm going to re-roll. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, after his sanity test, I'm going to allow him to combat Quashil Utaus. Let's see first what he gets. He gets 1 success. So he will lose 2 sanity actually. Yeah, 2 sanity. And it's a straight up strength test. And Tommy is of course using Becky, his carbine rifle, which gives him +5. So Tommy has a strength of 3 and +5, that's 8 dice. I'm also bringing back the mat here, so because it makes a terrible noise, all these dice rolling. So let's see, Tommy. That's really bad. He only got 2 successes. But that is enough to avoid getting damaged by the monster, which gets 2 health on it. So Tommy is still alive. He's still the first player. And with that, we are continuing the round as it played out. So if you see Tommy laying around here during this episode, that's what happened. That's not valid anymore. Of course, he's still alive and kicking in Rome. Has hurt Quashel Uthaus twice. And yeah, let's crack on. Rita is going to try to get the clue here now in Iceland, and she is in Greenland, sorry, and she's in a wilderness base. You come across a makeshift still and an old farmer. The man has he's making moonshine. The man has a strange scar on his wrist that reminds you of something you've studied. Test your lore -1. Rita's lore is 3 and that should be 2 dice. Look at that. If you pass, you recognize the arcane symbol branded on his skin and subdue him. Gain this clue. And she's going to put it on this Beyond One mystery card. Okay, so now we are here in Underworld, where Lola is facing 2 monsters. Now she has a talent because she's elusive. She can test her observation and she can then avoid the monsters. But I do think I want to try to kill some of these monsters at least, because this one has only 1 health left. The goat spawn. It's not particularly dangerous, but I want to take him out anyway. So she's testing her willpower, which is 3. Oi! She failed, and that will cost her 1 sanity. It's not a problem, we'll do that. Then she'll fight the monster, which has a strength -2. And Lola's strength is 2, but she will use her bullwhip and gain a +1. That's 1 die. And she can even reroll it. And she even have a Derringer, which says that she can add 1 to the result of a die when resolving a strength test during combat encounters. And I believe that she can use this in combination with the bullwhip, because it's not doesn't give you any bonus die, so you can only have 1 card. Use 1 card that gives you a bonus die, and I'm using the bullwhip, so that's just 1 die, and she can reroll that because of the bullwhip. And the Derringer will put this into a 5. She's not a super good fighter. She will lose 1 health because of this, but she will kill the monster. The next up is the rat thing, and she will need to test her observation -2, and she may lose an item if she fails this test. Observation -2 is only 1 die. She fails it, but she will use her focus token. Ah, crap. She fails it again. So that means she will lose an item, and she is going to lose the tear gas. Rat The bloody rat thing stole the tear gas. Then it's strength -1. And that is 1 die. And she is also using her bullwhip. Which gives her another die. And she can reroll. Okay, she rolled a 4 and a 3. And she's going to reroll the 3. Oh, it's a 4 and a 4. But she's going to use her Derringer to make this a 5. And that will score her a hit. So she will kill the rat thing. And then she is going to try to take the dream quest. I'm not too concerned about this gate in Himalaya. It's quite some time until the red constellation comes up. So let's have a dream quest. You are surrounded by Gugs. Oh, the monstrous giants will most certainly kill you if you cannot get help. Desperate to escape, you hope that Noden's servant will respond to your mystic summons. Test your lore -1. Lola has only 1 die to roll in a lore -1 test. And she fails it. An abysmal creature heeds your call. A night gaunt monster ambushes you. If you pass the strength test, you climb onto it and fly away. Oh, close one gate of your choice on any space. If you fail the strength test, you never fully recover. Discard all your improvement tokens. Night gaunt monster. Okay, so this is the night gaunt. A winged creature. Yeah, the willpower test is just a straight up sanity roll, and then there's a -2 strength test. Willpower of 3, Lola. 2 successes. So that's good. She doesn't lose any sanity. Strength -2. That's 1 die for her bullwhip. She can't pass the test. Or maybe she can. 3, and she will reroll because of the bullwhip. And that's a 1, even worse. She fails that test. And failing the test causes her to lose 1 strength. But more importantly, well, the night gaunt goes away. We just put him here because we need to set him aside really when we are setting up the board. Okay, so the night gaunt goes away. But the card tells us that if we fail the strength test, we can't fully recover and we have to discard all our improvement tokens. And she has 1 observation improvement. And now the dream quest moves to unknown Kadath. Dexter is going to try to close the gate in Celaphes. So he will have an otherworld encounter. And he gets City of the Great Race. Something is wrong with the strange alien body in which you find yourself. The older Yitians sadly claim you have a disease for which there is no cure. You struggle to recover before your body rots from within. Test your strength -1. So Dexter has 1 strength, and 1 -1 is 0, but in this game I believe you always get to roll a die, so he has a chance of passing, and he fails. The illness worsens and you beg the Ithians to help you in some way. Test your influence. I really feel this is going down the drain now. Because now, oh, good, he passed that at least. If you fail, you wake up in your own body, but the alien sickness has transferred to your human body. Lose 2 health and gain 1 illness condition, but I didn't fail. I passed, so I guess nothing happens. That's a bummer. Nothing happened. Gate's still open. That's the last investigator, and we are moving into Mythos. Oh, of course. Move Omen, track, reckoning, and gate. So Omen moves to green, and there is no consequence because there is no green gates, and there are no the top gate. The top gate on the stack is not green. Then it's the reckoning effect, and if you look at the monsters now, there are no... Oh yeah, the Warlock in Unknown Kadath has a reckoning. See here. And it says, roll a die on 1 to 2, the nearest investigator gains a cursed condition. And the nearest investigator is Dexter Drake. That is luckily a 3. Yep. Okay, that's the only monster with Reckoning, but Yogg has his Reckoning effect. And now we are in dire straits because Dexter is in Cephais, Lola is in the Himalayas. So that's doomed by 2, unless they decide to discard a spell. Dexter only has 1 spell, and that's the Flesh Ward, and he's going to discard that, but Lola does not have any spells, so that's doomed by 1. 11. Yep, and we do remember this dark pact that Dexter picked up. He needs to roll a die. If he scores a 1, then we will see what Yogg Sothoth has in store for him. He rolls a 5, so that's fine. And that was all the Reckoning. Then it's a gate, and the gate is in Antarctica, which is really a gateway to the moon, a dream portal to the moon. And guarding the gate, we do have a cultist, our first cultist of the game. Okay, we need to flip open the top gate here now, and it is London next one, because of the prelude card. Okay, that's it, and now we can read the text. Everywhere you go, people keep only those belongings that they think they need or they think will be valuable. They keep only what they can carry. The rest they burn or bury, fearing the inevitable looting that will come with the end of the world. So people are really feeling that the end of the world is coming, and this is of course mass hysteria. That's fitting. Event. Oh, I forgot one thing though. Before this one. The Bloody Dust Trader says that Rita has to impair her strength, or else you have to resolve another card, so she will do that. Let's continue with the event. Mass Hysteria. The lead investigator chooses a number between 0 and 3 and advances doom by the chosen number. Then search the asset deck, discard pile, and reserve for all assets with value equal to or greater than 2 plus the chosen number and return them to the game box. Oh, crappers. Really? So if I say 0, then all assets with 2 or greater goes to the game box. If I say 2, doom, then all assets with 4 or more go to the game box. I'm going to say, what should I say? 2 maybe? Yeah. Alright, that's 9. This is really not looking good. Oh man. I don't want to do that. There's no way I'm going to waste all the time going through the asset deck, so I'm just going to write myself a note. If I draw an asset of 4 or more, then there is no go, and I draw another one. You can see here there's 1 gate in the underworld, 1 in the moon, 1 in Cephais, and 1 in the unknown Kadaf. And we need to do something there, because next time Doom advances, it's going, no, sorry, the next time the Omen track moves, is going onto the blue constellation. And there's 1, 2 gates with blue, and top gate of the stack is also blue, so that's 3 Doom. We can't afford that. That's it for me now, and I'm signing off the Late Night Gamer. It's actually quite late, so it's fitting, and I hope to see you soon for more Eldritch horror, because this is really turning into an horror. Okay, bye bye.